Right, hello everyone. We are finally back. It is. I
You
don't even know
fucked
how long it's been.
already! You forgot about
What?
one
I
job!
told you to click the button. I
No.
said to you if you're doing the intro, click the button. If I'm doing the intro, you click the button. Right, hello everyone.
Yes, we're
It has
back.
been. It's been months. I don't even know how long it's been, but we're finally back. I'm your host Robert, and as usual, we're joined by Robbo. How you doing?
I'm great, mate. After 7 months, last one we recorded was the Old Firm in December with Vito Paul. That's the last one we recorded.
It has been a while. It has been a while.
All I can say
Um.
is, Mac Attack, get it on me. But mate, it's been a long time.
uh.
We've had a lot, well, one of us had a lot going on. But do you know what? We're finally back. Mentality wise, is so much better. Ignore the eye, I've got bad hay fever just now. It's really fucked me up. Um, but Robbie, how? Before we go into like what we're doing for this season, how do you feel your season went?
I think the season went as well as it could have, to be honest. Achieving a top five finish, you can't really complain at that. We're now looking forward to a Conference League game in a matter of a week from now. We'll be literally playing in the Europa Conference League. So that's something to look forward to. But just early summons, I feel like the business has been fantastic. We've signed players that we've needed to sign. Yeah, we've lost the likes of Ryan Strain and Bacchus, but replacing them by the likes of Sean Rooney, who, he does have experience up here with Sir Johnston and signing, different midfielders like Oys and Smith, the Oxford. It gives us a bit more creative intent. So I'm feeling really confident ahead of the season, but obviously looking at the sort of higher end of the table standpoint, have you found how have you found last season, how you're looking forward to the new season as a Celtic fan?
Last season, I went in with some optimistic. You know that yourself, because obviously Rodgers came back. A lot of questions were asked. Some signings were questionable. Um, but do you know what? Overall, 2 out of 3 trophies ain't bad. Finished very well. I'd say we finished the league very well. Um, okay, I gave him the one fuck up at Kelly at the start of the season. It is what it is. Things happen. We were still building as a team again. We'd still had players out. We pretty much fielded a different squad for the week before. Um, Obviously, Joe Hart, tremendous season at Celtic, although he did that again, a couple of fuck ups. I'd say towards the end of the season, he had a great end of the season. As of literally 30 minutes ago, Celtic announced Casper Schmeichel. So how would you go? I wouldn't say it's a downgrade at all. People are like, but he's only won 2 trophies. It doesn't matter. You think it's something that saves that man has made over his career. Um, this season, I'm optimistic. I'm going to go double again. Every single time goes, oh, we'll go with treble, we'll go treble. I'm never that optimistic. Robert, you've known me a long time. I've never, well, that's been like 3 years now. I've never been optimistic about a treble. Trebles are great, but be realistic. A cup game
I
can
mean,
go anyway.
obviously you've seen I've got quite a bit of stick tonight on social media for my league predictions.
First thing
We'll
I
get into that.
fucking done when I seen the video, I fast forwarded it. I went, first thing I was Snapchat, Robbie, we did. But going into this season, Celtic have to. So we've lost O, and from what we're reading, Ida's going to be staying at Norwich. So we need to bring another striker in. It still kills me to this day we never signed Ivan Toney. Take the betting shit out of the way. I've got a feeling if he came to Celtic, that wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying. Just saying. But we need to sign another striker. Because we've nobody. Apart from Kyogo, we've nobody. The goal this summer's holding Matt O'Reilly. We hold Matt O'Reilly and we hold Tatati. We're balling.
What do you think about him, that other stuff? Because obviously he's getting linked to a lot of clubs for a big chunk of money. When's it going to get to the point where you just can't turn it down?
As I said to you, 30 million plus, it has to be. It has to be 30 million plus, I'm sorry. Celtic do it right, but compared to every other team. Celtic will hold out for these offers. Celtic won't just jump at the first offer. Look at Jota. 27 mil. something like that. Kieran Tierney with 28 mil. Jota 24 mil. Jota was there only a season technically. He was a player on loan for the first year. But the second year he was there Celtic a year and he went to Saudi Arabia and done hee-haw. But we got a great bit of fee for that. Kieran Tierney, baller at Celtic. Got a big fee and he's done hee-haw at Arsenal. Done really hee-haw at the Arsenal said that. But we still get the money. And as much as that kills me to say because I love Tierney watching him play. Unbelievable left back. But Matt O'Reilly, 30 mil or more. I would not settle for less. And I would have a sell-on clause for that boy as well.
I think it can be some talent. There's no doubt in my mind that you will get that good of money for him. I mean, looking at other Celtic departments though, I feel like you maybe need another winger in the door just to sort of strengthen up that area just a bit. I, I
What's Celtic
think
talking about? But because right, we've got Palmer and
right.
Forrest.
I'd say right because I think Forrest will have another year and then he'll be at the door. I just
I
think
think
that.
he'll retire. He won't leave Celtic. He'll retire at Celtic. Same with Cal McGregor.
Do you think he'll retire next year then?
No, a game two.
No. Mm. I just think when I made my predictions, I mean, we'll go on to speak about it a bit later, but I just think I will speak about it later on. There's so much to go into that we can jump into later.
Now, can we jump into the one serious thing that matter that we need to discuss before we go any further with any chat? Like, Livy are gone.
Yeah.
Martindale's gone. That pitch is gone. The stadium of fucking Tony Macaroni or whatever it's called now is gone. It's great. I'm so
I
happy.
backed Martindale. I backed him for as long as I could, but this was the year. It lost the wheels. The wheels completely ripped off.
Yeah. Now, one thing I do want to discuss before we go into the league: Rangers playing at Hampden. State apparently it's going to be January now, and they're having to pay for
Really?
Queens Park to play their games elsewhere.
Well, I've heard that Queen's Park had already scheduled a few games for normally. I heard that they just rescheduled a few games so then just could play there.
Because it was meant to be only the first couple of games of the season.
Yeah, I feel like the original date was September the 5th, if I'm right, the last day Rangers had to play at
The
Hampden. So,
the game after no, it was the game before the Old Firm. So the Old Firm's end is the start of
alright,
September. It was the game before the Old Firm. Was going to be the last game at Hampden. Do the Old Firm at Celtic Park, and then come back from international, and then it'd be at Ibrox again. But now it's looking likely, apparently, January, which means they're going to need to play their Champions League games or Europa League games in Hampden, which could be a big mess up because they're so far from that pitch in Hampden. Not that you would know.
nah, thank you. But no, I was looking at the rules, so if they can get the Ibrox back before the group stage of the Champions League, the league phase, they will be okay. If they play one league game at Hampden, they need to play the rest at Hampden no matter if the Ibrox pitch is ready.
Yeah.
That is UEFA rules, so they're in a bit of a mess.
Oh mate, a bit of me. Like you don't know what's happened there. Apparently, the rumour of the day was asbestos found in the stadium as well.
A
Which
what?
asbestos,
What is that?
very very bad things. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh,
Oh, Robbie, you're young. Ask your mum. See the thing that made the Grenfell Tower go up? Do you know what the Grenfell Tower was in London? The big flats that went up in
no,
flames.
no.
It's like speaking with a child. It's like working with a child. Oh wait, he has a child!
I am 18.
Oh. By the way, happy birthday! We
Aye,
did
the
a bit
last
of
time we recorded, I was 17.
I know. But aye, so anyway, basically see if it goes on fire. If one wee bit of flame hits that, it goes up.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, this is the rumour I've seen on X today. Don't know how true it is, don't know what the scenario is. We won't know. We're not involved with Rangers Football Club. We're not. It's just speculations. I kind of hope it doesn't because the last thing I want to do on the 28th, 29th, 30th of December is watch an Old Firm game live in the Hoops Bar at Hampden. Because like, how are you going to divide? Like, you can't divide Celtic fans. Like, that you're meant to be given that split this year. I mean, that new split happens, so the Celtic are giving Rangers the European allocation of 2,800. Now, if Rangers need to give Celtic 2,800 tickets in Hampden, where are you going to put them? Because there's no segregation. Are you going to give them that wee bit behind the goals where they normally go? No. So where are you going to put them in Hampden? You get me? So
Aye, I
I'm
mean,
intrigued to see how it plays out.
I think I've got a good room. I feel like Rangers done this on purpose. Who's the one player that plays well at Hampden? Scott Wright. No, you put Scott Wright at Hampden during the Champions League fixtures and they're buying them in. I read that on Twitter. I thought it was quite funny. I mean, it's true, and the one good Rangers player
You
when he
read
plays
that off
well is
Mac
Scott
Attack
Wright.
because I seen that as well.
No, 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 no. I will give credit to CJ Noble. That's where I read Scott Wright at Hampden. And it's true. He is the one player that plays well at Hampden for
Aye,
Rangers.
but no other player can play it, Hampden. So they're screwed.
Exactly.
So what? Scott Wright's playing keeper, defence, midfield, and striker all at once.
Aye, why not? Bit of gloves on.
Watch Rangers get like a Bayern Munich, Man City, PSG, or something in that group stage. Watch
Oh
them get
no,
it, and then Scott Wright scores a wonder goal. 40 yards out, my
one
Mount
nil
Neuer has no
PSG.
chance. But aye, this is obviously that wee protocol I've got wrote down is the derby we've got this year. We've got quite a good load of derbies. We've got the Old Firm, obviously. We've got the Edinburgh derby. We've got the Dundee derby back. But I mean, we've also got Dundee and Dundee United versus Aberdeen, which is a big derby because they've all got ultras now, so it's making the atmosphere better.
Can we just say, by the way, the Dundee Derby is the first match day of the weekend?
Yes, I noticed that. What the fuck?
What? Who
Premier
thought that was
Sport.
a good idea?
Is it not Premier or Sky Sports? It's on one of them, innit?
Uh, it's on Sky, the Dundee Derby, I
Listen,
think.
fair play to the fucking. What a way to bring. Because you think Dundee need to give Dundee United a guard of honour at the ground on Derby Day in the first game of the season. That's top tier shithousery. Also, big
Them
congratulations
Goodman's
to
going to be
St
lovely.
Mirren for getting a payback after last season on Greenock.
Oh, it was just too easy. It was just a warm up. It doesn't even name the care.
Robbie,
Listen, it's
it
their
wasn't that last
biggest
year.
game of the season.
Robbie, it wasn't that last year.
Listen, it was it was their biggest game of the season. For
Robbie.
us, it's a warm up before European game.
Oh, shut up. You beat your
It
rivals.
is.
Be happy
Look,
about it, Mads.
honestly, right? No, no, right. Honestly, right. Going to Blaine McNally's vlog, right?
I
Brilliant
watched
vlog,
it.
by the way. Every every Morton fan in that vlog went, "Oh, this is our biggest game. Oh, we hate Sitman. We hate Sitman. We hate Sitman. We hate this. We hate that. We hate them. Get into them." Aye, they get swiped aside. Mate, we'll be playing Europa Conference League qualifiers. They'll be stuck in the Championship, getting relegated.
Shots fired by Robbie there. Well, anyway, league prediction time. There we go. This is what you all came for. League predictions. So, Robbie, we'll start off because you've done yours already. Who have you got in 12th place?
12th place, I have put St Johnstone. Now, I've also received a lot of criticism for St Johnstone in 12th. A lot of people think they've built well. I don't think they've built well enough. They are signing players from the lower leagues in England, which I don't think will work. And also losing, arguably, if not the best player, the man Mitov, to Aberdeen last season. He's going to be a big miss for them. And I just don't see how Aberdeen, no, St Johnstone, sorry, will stay up this season. I
Yeah,
think any other
can
team,
tell we've not done this for a long time, can you?
I don't know. I just think St Johnstone, they don't have that quality to stay up this season that I think other teams do have. Obviously, we're going to speak about Ross County a bit later on. But I feel like St Johnstone, in terms of the rest of the league, have the worst quality. What about yourself?
See, I'm going Ross County. I think they've been lucky the last 2 years. See the playoffs and stuff. But I think County's time to go. Get Dingwall to fuck now. I just don't believe that they're a Premiership squad. I don't. And I'd like to see them go.
I think that, I mean, obviously, I've put County in 11th. Um, I feel like it will come down to the Ross County St Johnstone games to decide who's going to be in that bottom spot. in them sort of low league games. I just feel like if I want a guy in front of a goal to get me a goal in a game that's really, really tough, I want Eamon Brophy over Stevie May, in my opinion. I feel like in front of goal, I'd fancy my chances with Brophy a bit more. But
Like,
look, I can understand both. I can understand both points. I can see why you put Ross County bottom, but I just have put St Johnstone bottom, and I put Ross County in 11th.
right, so I've actually got I put Dundee 11th.
Oh,
I think I've struggled this year. Now, do we know if our good friend Mr. Riley is even still in that squad? Do we
no
even
clue.
know if Mr. Riley is actually still in that squad? For people who don't know, Charlie Riley played for Albion Rovers when I was following Albion before everything that went tits up. Good pal of mine would speak on social media along with a few other players. They all love We Talk, by the way. There's things in work to get these boys on. But last we heard he was playing, but then he went on loan, but nobody knew he went on loan, and there was no clue. But I've got Dundee. I just think they're going to struggle this year.
That's a big one. I mean, I get a lot of stick for putting Dundee in 10th. So for you to put them in that drop zone is absolutely mental to me.
See,
I just think,
we've got the same bottom three, just different order.
and I'm pretty sure I have Dundee in 10th. I don't have them written down because I've done them on my phone, so, and I'm
Well,
using my phone to record, so
I will
I'm
go
sure
and
that they
get
have Dundee
I
10th.
will go and get your predictions just now. Give me 2 seconds. This is
Thank you,
this is the
Robbo.
joy of being able to do this
Um,
on a laptop. You know, Robbie.
I know,
If you had a
no need for
laptop,
that. But I do have a laptop. I have a laptop right here
why not record on your laptop then?
because a laptop's too slow to record on, and I need to get a better
St
laptop.
Johnstone, Ross County, Dundee. Yep, so I've got yours here.
Dundee. Aye, right, okay. Right, I was positive I was, I just had to double check. I think Dundee have kept some of their team, but there was a lot of loan players that left the club. Um, I still think Curtis Main will be clinical for them this season. Now, I'm not just saying that as a Sitman fan that's watched Curtis Main before you start, but
Did he not
Curtis Main
score
is one
like
of
two
them
or three
strikers.
the other day?
It's got a hat trick, aye. But Curtis Main is a striker that can come alive. I know he can. If the manager can get the best out of him, there's no doubt that he'll score goals. And I just think Dundee, with them coming so close to top six, I feel they'll fall off a bit. I don't think they can keep that up this year, but I think they'll do enough to stay up.
Right, in ninth, I have St Mirren. Now listen to me. Listen to me before you bite. I just feel like these are going to be in that high. It's going to be like every other club who gets Europe for the first time in a long time. You're going to get that high, and it's going to hit you. And do you know what? I pray it doesn't, and I pray I'm wrong with that prediction. But as you know, as much as things have went tits up, I'll still always have a close connection with St Mirren because of yeah. Um, but yeah, I've got yours in ninth.
I mean, listen, right, when I made my initial predictions before signings and stuff were made, I had St London in eighth at a point, and I was really considering putting them in ninth. Now, I try and be as unbiased as possible in here. I think we've recruited really, really well not to be down that sort of low area. Not that I think we should be. I do take your point. I feel like if we especially make it far in the European qualifiers, I think fixture congestion will hit us at some point. There's no doubt about that. It's about how we overcome it. But I don't know. I just have that feeling that with the way Robinson's managed to recruit the players that he's managed to recruit, adding Alex Yakoviti, say what you want about him, but
Why
that is
the heck is that
Premiership
name?
experience. He used to play Ross County, big centre half.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we've managed to bring him in for Port Vale, so we are adding quality that hasn't been in the league before, but we're also adding quality that has, and you need that sort of mix when you're getting in the league. I believe my ninth place is Dundee United.
Your ninth place is Dundee United, yes. I'm going to ask, would you take Quan back on loan? If Celtic offered you the
Yes,
chance to take Quan again on loan for the first half of the season, would you take him?
100%. Quality is
Was he
quality
good?
that, yes, very, very good.
But
Kwon
there
was a
is,
very, very good one
but
for
there
us.
you go. There's a winger that we could choose. You get me here.
There's rumours, there is rumours going about that. They're not true. I know for a fact they're not true, but there's rumours going about that apparently we're looking at a Iwata loan. I don't know where that's
I've
came
heard
from.
another rumour of someone else might be coming on
Uh,
loan. Close friend. My close
close.
friend. Played for Celtic.
Oh, I mean, I'd take it. I think it'd be good
Midfielder,
at that.
young.
Aye,
I can fit
I
in your
like it.
squad very well for a loan deal. Just again, it's just rumours from a very
Aye,
reliable
I mean,
source to be faced. Using
um,
another club. That's all I'm saying. Is using another club.
aye. But I mean, looking at ninth, right, Dundee United now, Jim Goodwin gets a hell of a lot of stick as a manager, right? Now, when Jim Goodwin came to us, we had lost Jack Ross. Jack Ross had fucked off into Sunderland. He had taken Craig Sampson, our only goalkeeper, with him when we were in the midst of a relegation fight. Cheers for that one, Jack. You wank. But Jim Goodwin came in. He stabled the ship. Listen, right? Jim Goodwin is not that manager that can get a club into the top six. He's not. He is not that good yet. He is still a young manager. He can grow. I get that. Jim Goodwin can get a team into safety from relegation. Now, I think he'll do that with Dundee. Dundee have a squad of championship bullies that I believe will try and do the same in the Premiership and it won't work. But you have players in there like Glenn Middleton, who, he has played in the Premiership. Tony Watt, he will no doubt do 38 vlogs this season. I'm excited to see
God
this
bless
Dundee
you.
United
Listen,
team because
do you want to see if we could get one man on this show this year for either prediction or just a chat? It's Tony Watt.
Tony
I'd
Watt
love
have been
to get Tony
brilliant.
Watt on just for a prediction. We'd
Aye,
have to avoid
would be
Dundee
mine.
United, obviously, because then he'd look like he match fixing. But I would love to get Tony in there. It'd be fucking class.
Aye, but I'm going to go Dundee United for ninth. I think Jim Goodwin will keep them up again, as he does. But I think that's about as far as Jim Goodwin can maybe take a Dundee United.
Uncle, behind the scenes, Stephen has just texted me saying, "What the fuck are you two doing in recording?"
I've not spoken to Stephen in ages, you but what is your number ninth?
My number 9 is Kilmarnock.
Oh,
No, my number 9 was St Mirren. Number 8.
the number eight, aye.
Number 8 is Kilmarnock. I just don't feel like they've made the signings they should have this season. And listen, let me hear me out. They've not made the signings. Okay, they've took my good friend Russell Anderson over from Livy to Kelly, which is a great signing. God bless Russell. Shout out to my man Russell. Go and check him on Instagram. Give him a follow. But I just feel like Kelly can play really well when they want. But look at the end of last season. Look when Celtic went to the ground. That was not the same Kelly team that played Celtic start of the season. And if anything, that's when you should be performing at the end of the season. If you're wanting a big transfer, it's when people are watching you play against a big club at Celtic who have got a chance to win the league at your ground. That team didn't want to play. You seen that Kelly team. I think nearly any team that night would not want to play again because Celtic had a goal.
Aye.
But I just don't think they're going to perform this year.
I mean, you can argue the same with Kelly. I mean, fixture congestion could really hurt Kelly with the
Yeah.
amount of games they've got.
So I don't believe Kelly will do. Again, it's like yourselves. I feel like it's going to the high for the last couple of seasons is going to hit them.
Mhm. I see why you've put them there. My number eight, I believe, is Motherwell.
I should know back
No,
in Motherwell. I'm led to believe.
there's always
Don't.
one.
I don't
Um,
talk to her. I haven't spoken to her in 8 months. But if you want to led to believe, she's all right. I love my jokes.
oh man. Right, Motherwell. I've gave Kettlewell a bunch of praise in the past. I really think Kettlewell is a good manager. I've said this on here multiple times. I feel like he got a lot of stick from Motherwell. I believe he was on the verge of sack last season if things didn't come around when he
We have a goal in the Conference League Stage 1. It is Valor 4. So yes,
uh,
Robbie, I'm going to ask you now, how are you feeling going into next week's game?
I'm confident. There's no reason why we shouldn't be. Listen, they are beating an Albanian team 4-0, right? These are two teams that we should be competing against. Now, one has Gylfi Sigurdsson, and one has a player I've never even heard of, right? We should be more than confident for this game getting into Iceland next week. Yeah, right
That'll be me next Wednesday night, Thursday night.
there. um, no, we should be confident getting into this. There's no reason why we can't beat these teams. What I will say is these are teams that are 14, 15 games into their season, and we are yet to kick off our season, so
You've played
it'll show
Morton.
a lot. Aye, Morton and Fleetwood. We have played Morton and Fleetwood, so
How was
there
it
is a
seeing
lot.
Scott Brown? Oh no, Scott. No, he's at fucking here now, isn't it?
Charlie
Scott Brown's
Adam.
old team. Charlie.
Charlie Adam, aye. Aye,
What
he's
do
got
you think I
that
want to
Fleetwood team
say?
set up
So many things I
very,
want to
very
say,
well.
I cannot say. Anyway, keep going on. You've got Motherwell in 8th.
Aye, Motherwell in eighth. I think Kettlewell, I know we can do a good job. I would put them higher if it wasn't for, I think the other teams maybe doing better. I feel like a
But
lot of teams will strengthen this year.
a big loss for Motherwell as well is losing Bear.
Aye, but the money they got in for Theo Bear, but
I know, I'm not saying that, but they've managed, like, Adam tried to keep him for this year.
aye, if Motherwell can replace Theo Bear well, which I'm not sure if they will, I don't know if they've signed a replacement already, to be honest. But I feel like there is more quality in that team, and that's why I'm putting them in eighth. I would put them higher again if if I didn't think other teams were going to get better. We're going to speak about the Hibs and Aberdeens later, but they are teams I think will strengthen this year, and that's why my next pick, we'll talk about it in a minute, I think will not make the top six because other teams will strengthen.
Fair enough. So in 7th place, I have Dundee United. I just feel they won't hit top 6, they won't. But they've got that type of potential in that squad. You look at that squad, it's frightening. Some of the names in that squad is frightening. And I don't know if if they've made transfers. I've not really watched the transfer market recently. I've not had the chance at with work and stuff like that. But I just feel like Dundee United is a team that you look at and you go, they could push for top 6, but I don't think they'll get there. You have, who have you got in 7th, Robbie?
In seventh, I have put St Mirren. Now, I think we look very, very good. The signings we have made are very, very good. No doubt we have lost quality in the likes of Bacchus and Strain, etc., etc. We have replaced really well, and I will say the new goalkeeper, from what I've heard, looks really, really good. My problem again, though, and the reason St Mirren are not higher in the league, is because every other team's getting better. And I feel like we have one of the weakest budgets in and around that top six area. And that's just me being honest.
No,
I believe we
it's the
do, and the
truth.
club have said that. So for us to even make fifth last season was an overachievement. I feel like anything from fifth to seventh is a huge positive for us. Put it this way, if we finish seventh this season, I won't be mad. If we finish anything above that, it'll be a bonus. But I'd really like to see us take a hit at the cups this season. Obviously, it's a luck of the draw and who you get. But we should be looking to try and maybe take in a
Celtic
cup
at
run here.
Parkhead
And I
incoming.
don't see why we couldn't.
Celtic at Parkhead incoming.
Don't. Oh no, I'm getting flashbacks to that watch along. Um,
Oh, aye! Good
what I
time.
will say is, like Kilmarnock, fixture congestion, depending on how far we make it in Europe, could really, really hurt us. We obviously have Hibs first game of the season at home, which that is an interesting game. We know we played them away last year and we won 3-2. No flex, but I've got the goal scorer shirt hanging on my wall there. So, aye, that's quite interesting. But we, we do play both our Conference League games before that, so we do get to see what the team's made of. Greg Kilty and Colin McMenamin being out for several months, I think, will really hurt us.
Big losses. That's big losses
I
for
feel
you.
like, yeah, we don't need much more signings though. Maybe one more. I think Robinson's saying he wants to get in. Obviously, the most recent signing, Alex Jakubowski from Port Vale, former Ross County player.
You love
So
this man, this big Alex Agaviki.
uh,
Oh
he's a
wait, does
good
that mean
player.
it'll be
Listen,
him and big fucking Balding up at centre back?
Goggets in the middle. It will be
Yeah, I could be right.
um, Yakoviti on the left and a Tool on the right. Richard Taylor, you probably have that as a back three. That is frightening, them three,
I bet you
and
hate
the same back
you
three.
like Kyogo go up against that he's running by every one of them. Kyogo,
Hey, Goggett,
Palmer,
up you.
Bernardo. You got any young Celtic ones in that, they're running by that, mate. I'm sorry. Like your players are
I'm
not
just saying,
keeping up
though,
with that.
Sean Rooney's having Maeda on a plate every day of the week. Sean's the goat, better than Struan anyway. Did you see what happened to Struan?
You did not just say that, did you?
I will say it. Did you see what happened to Struan?
No, what happened?
Played the game for Dundee United, took me off my stretcher there for 70 minutes. He's injured already. Poor guy. I hope he recovers well. But yes, we do have two Conference League games. That'll show us where we're at. And hopefully, if we can pick up 3 points against Hibs. I mean, our first three games are Hibs, Aberdeen, and Celtic. They are three tough games. So, no, listen,
Fuck
I'm
being
very
used, man.
optimistic. What?
Fuck being used. Realistically, you're
Listen,
looking for 2 points out of 9 there.
no, mate, we're looking for four. I mean,
Draw with
you're looking
Aberdeen,
for
beat Hibs.
three against Hibs, one away at Aberdeen, and then just take whatever you can get against Celtic and hope they don't rile us.
Listen,
But and no, listen, I am very optimistic ahead of the season. I feel like we have every right to be. All for it just to go downhill after the first four games. But for my number seven, I'm gonna go Sutton.
fair enough. 6, I've got Hibs.
Did you do yourself?
Yep,
Oh, Dundee United.
yep.
Aye.
6, I have Hibs. Because it's Hibs. They're mid-table now. They're not where they should be, and it is.
What I will say is, having getting to watch Hibs the last few games, I know it is only the cup group stage. They look very, very good under David Gray. The
Who
some
are
of
they
the
play? Wait
football
a
they
minute.
played,
Who are they playing against?
they played. Who did they play? Oh, I can't remember. They played. Hang on, let me see. Al. He's always alive recording it.
Sorry, I've got it here.
They played Queen's Park and won 5-1. Then they played Elgin City and won 5-0.
Right, Robbie. These are teams that are in Albion's league, bro. Let's not try and
You,
big up Hibs
Queen,
here, mate. Let's try not big up
hang
Hibs.
on a minute. Hang on a minute, right? I have got the facts. You started a midfield with Matt O'Reilly in it and you started Kyogo up front and Queen's Park put four by you. I don't want to hear any Queen's Park slander.
I'm not giving Queen's Park slander, but I'm just saying, like, we rotated
I,
that
I, I
squad
don't want
four
to hear it.
times. I'm not
Yeah,
slating
and
Queen's Park, but I'm just saying, you're going on how Hibs are going to be this great squad, but
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the football on the park that you watch has improved
right.
under David Gray.
So Hibs the last 6 games have won. Okay, so they beat Edinburgh City, who are in League Two, 5-0. They played MSV Duisburg, who are in the fourth division of Germany, 1-0. They played Piaug, which okay, that's a good one, 1-0. Elgin City, who are in what league? Oh, aye, League Two, 5-0. And then they beat Queen's Park 5-1. And fair play, that's better than what Celtic done.
Yeah, aye, but see when you're watching the game,
But they're
Hibs
playing,
looked like a better team.
bro. Me, you, and the rest of the pricks would look like a better team against people like fucking Elgin City.
No, come on. And anyway, that's not my point about the game. I'm just saying the football. I think David Gray is a very, very good appointment for them. It's a risk that I feel they needed to take. They have took it, and I think David Gray will do well. But I do agree they are in and around that mid-table spot.
Well, like I said, I've got them in sixth place because I just don't see them doing. I see them doing well, but just they've still got a lot of like to go. You
I
who have you got in
believe
six?
I believe my six should be Kilmarnock.
It is a
I'm
pie
right.
ship.
Yep, Kilmarnock. This McInnes, the way he's got that Kilmarnock team playing, especially last season, was very good. they were very good at keeping the ball and picking their times to go on attack. And if they can do that this season,
Mm-hmm.
in the top six again, my worry is again fixture congestion, and that's going to be the same for us and Kelly. Um, our fixture list is going to be stacked because we will be playing basically a game every Thursday, Sunday, like the old firm do every season. So we get a taste of
Robbie,
what
you said
that's like.
5 rounds still to go there, son. Don't get your hopes up yet.
What?
You said 5 rounds
I
to
but I
go.
mean for the start five, no, we only need to play three qualifiers, I believe, or four. It's four. We need to play
Four
four
qualifiers,
qualifiers.
which is 8 games, and plus the league. You really think your squad has that capability? Because, listen, Celtic even struggled when they had to do that type of journey.
Yeah, and
Going against
I'm
like
not
a
saying.
Warsaw and AEK Athens, mate.
Yeah,
I love the
I'm not
optimism, I
saying.
do, but see, she's going to get to round 4, and I'll look at you. I will buy you a hospitality ticket to a game this season. If you can get to round 4, if you're
I'll
going in
clip that
round
and make
2,
sure someone gets it.
round 2, round 3, so that's 4 games already. And if you can make it by that, I will buy you. Me and you'll get a hospitality at St Mirren.
Listen, I'm not saying we. I'm not saying we will make it that far. I'm saying that for right now, we should get by the first qualifying round. We are more than capable enough. We should get through the second. I don't know the list of opponents. I know we can play Chelsea. Chelsea are a potential opponent. I know that. That would be
Could you
some laugh
imagine
given
it?
the
St
Stamford
Mirren
Bridge.
beat Chelsea. Conor Gallagher
Do you
going
reckon
up
we?
against Gogic.
Do you reckon if we get Chelsea in the next round, we can convince Astrid Way to come over an episode? um,
No, I doubt she's going to come
no,
on now after my slander on TikTok.
that was good. That was really good.
I doubt she's
Um,
coming on with us anytime soon.
no, but no, I'm not optimistic in saying I think we'll make it that far. If we do, fixture congestion will play a large part in this
Oh,
season,
yes.
especially at the beginning, because we will be playing next Thursday, then the Thursday after, then the Sunday, then we'll be playing the Saturday. I think the Aberdeen game is. Then if we make it a qualifier, we'll be playing the next Thursday, then the Sunday again to play Celtic. So already our fixture list looks very, really, really long.
The thing is,
But
you played
you know,
Celtic before with a group of 18-year-olds and beat us, so I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Fucking quality
but
season.
no, trained up at FC. No, Kelly, my sixth place team. I think McInnes is a very, very good manager, and I feel like to keep them up there. Unlike what I feel we'll sort of do, I feel like we'll tail off a bit and then sort of finish in that seventh, eighth spot. But no, I really like Kelly, and I think they have a team that is capable of being in the top six every season.
Fair enough. In 5th, I think this is a big shocker. I'm going Motherwell. And I know I'm going to eat my words here, but I feel like they ended the season really well. They've started this season, from what I've read, really well. In like pre-season games. Robbie's judging me
I need to
so
ask,
much just now.
I, I need to ask you a question, right?
Oh,
Fair play on make your predictions. Was this prediction made before or after Theo Bell left the club?
before. I wrote all this down before.
Okay. And I also just want to say, you slagged me for making the Hibs prediction two cup games. One, they only beat Edinburgh City 3-0, and the other one, they drew one each with Montrose and beat them on penalties. And you want to come at me for predicting Hibs?
But wait there. Motherwell has got a lot of good youth system coming through there now. Motherwell have a chance to go and spend some decent money now on players. They can come to you and buy, like, they've got the money to come steal some of the best players, that, like, as in, from, say, your Dundee, from your county. You know what I'm coming for you? They've got the money now to go and spend. Because that Theo Bear sale, they bring 4 or 5 players in with that money. They don't need
They
a
could.
keeper. They don't. Their keepers,
No.
that their
Wait,
defence
who
is
is the
solid.
goalkeeper?
Um, it was like we
I
said
don't know the Motherwell keeper because I know Kelly's obviously at Rangers now.
I still think that's hilarious, Liam Kelly's at Rangers. Can we also say well
Tragic.
done to, oh, what was his name? The young keeper from Rangers who's now joined Kelly.
Oh, Ross McCrory. Or
Can
Robbie,
we say a
as
bit,
one of
Robbie McCrory? big well done to him because he deserves that move because that boy, anytime he played Celtic, we never beat him. We didn't. And I felt bad for the kids, so well done, Robin, on your move to Kelly. We wish you all the best from We Talk. Know that you won't see this, but still, from We Talk, well done in the movie, man. But yeah, my prediction is Motherwell on fifth, Robbie. Yours is.
All right, my fifth place prediction, if I've done this right, should be Hibs.
Mm-mm.
No, is it no Hibs? Is it Aberdeen? Yes. All right, Aberdeen. I knew it was one of them. Can't even remember my predictions. Fucking hell.
Was
Right,
it 5 hours ago
Aberdeen.
as well?
I know. Jimmy, feeling? Is it telling? Feeling? Failing?
Fuck
I don't
knows.
know. I, no one knows what this guy's going to bring to Aberdeen. All we can say is it's something a bit different. It's something for Aberdeen fans to get behind and look forward to, which, in the past, Aberdeen could have just went out and signed another Neil Warnock type that's been around the block before.
That's my
I
hard
think
quote I
Aberdeen
call
fans.
here. Last time we recorded, Warnock was announced. 4 games it lasted! 4 fucking games!
That comeback, that comeback in Paisley. Oh,
Was it
so
good, aye?
sweet, so sweet. Yeah, oh, best atmosphere I've ever been at. But Aberdeen again, feelings Fallon, however you pronounce it, has went out and signed a Icelandic cam. He's 33 now. From my understanding, this is the type of structure that Phelan likes. He likes these sort of older leaders in the team, which fair play. If it works, it works. It'll be interesting to see how his style adapts to Scottish football, and that's why I don't have Aberdeen higher yet. I feel like you need to get Aberdeen need to give feeling time. If the fans start getting feeling out after a month, after results, you're never going to go anywhere. Aberdeen. I feel like some fans still live in the history, the European Cup stuff, and that's why they want to be so much higher. What?
You still have the era when you fucking beat Celtic?
No, I'm sorry, right, but Aberdeen are not as the biggest club as they were back then. They're
Oh no,
not.
they're not. They're not.
They haven't been for a while, so the fans need to get behind
We
Phelan
seen that in
because
Europe
I
last year.
think I I mean if this managerial appointment can work and you give him time and it does end up working, there's no doubt Phelan could take Aberdeen back up to the top three race, but you have to give Phelan time at Aberdeen to settle in and get the players in that he needs and try and actually play a bit of football or just play warm up ball.
Warnock Bull.
I love Warnock in this podcast.
Oh,
I'm the Warnock's number
Warnock's a
one
new
fan.
Martindale. Right,
Neil Warnock and Martin.
here we go. Fourth, I have Aberdeen. Again, I agree with you. That's I'm not even arguing with it. This new manager's came in. It's going to be a tight situation for him. The Aberdeen board are very fucking ruthless. So we start getting results. We've seen that with a few managers now, but I think he's got potential to go and do really well, and that's why they're fourth for me. Now I'm looking
Fair
forward to
enough.
hearing this analogy for fourth for you.
Fourth is Hibs. And yes, fourth is Hibs. Now, where was it you put Hibs again?
And six.
Sixth, right.
So I still think the top six.
I I have Hibs up that high because I think David Gray's a very capable manager. We've got to watch David Gray a few times, and I will say from what I've heard from Hibs fans, although I don't remember much of David Gray being the interim at Hibs in a few points, but from what I've heard, Hibs never looked bad under David Gray. So for him to finally get that appointment and call up, it's a big risk for Hibs. He is still a young manager. He still has time to develop.
But then
It's
losing
going to be interesting
Kettlewell,
to see.
Kettle's a young manager, so sometimes you need to go young.
I,
You can't go for these experienced managers anymore.
exactly. That should
Look at
be the risk.
Warnock.
I still don't. I, I still don't think Jack Ross should have been sacked for Hibs all the years ago. And I will say, I know a couple of Hibs fans agree with me on that. I think Jack Ross would have had Hibs up at third if he was still living right now. That's just my opinion. But they've brought in David Gray. I think it's a risk worth taking. I believe I can't remember who the big centre back's called. He looks like an absolute tank that Hibs have signed. I think they've signed a midfielder as well. I think if David Gray can get the best out of players like LAU in this season, they could be on for a very, very good year. Obviously, I hope it doesn't start well for Hibs because that includes them beating us, and I don't think they'll beat us. But I hope that, well, I don't hope, but I feel like Hibs will do well under David Gray, and that's why I do have them in four.
Obviously, Hibs have added safe standing to their stadium as well. So that has now put behind the goals for the Ultras, so that'll be nice to see. Especially now that they're at that fucking stupid wee corner. That's a wee topic I want to talk to you about, but we'll talk about it in another episode. And Ultras in Scotland have always been in corners.
Oh, I
Think
know.
about it, but use your head and go through all these grounds and think about what every Ultra group is apart from Aberdeen. The
Mm,
Union Bears
no.
in the corner. Celtics boys and GB in corners. Motherwell in a corner. North Bank in a corner. St
I
Johnstone.
corner.
Where's St Johnstone? In a corner.
They
Hibs
were.
was in the
I
corner.
didn't even know St Johnson had ultras, to be honest with you.
Oh, you really play City Unity alone. Hearts was originally in a corner, they've now moved behind the goals. Aberdeen
Mm.
behind the goals. Dundee in the corner. Dundee United, okay, fair enough, they've just came up there behind the goals. Livy in a corner. Kelly in a corner.
No, hang on. The Livy, a genuine question, do Livy actually have ultras?
The Drumbeat Mafia, they've been around, they're one of the oldest ultra groups
Are they,
in
are they, are
Scotland.
they still around?
They've came back around recently, it's like the youth
What the
version came
fuck
back.
happened to them last season?
But you get where I'm coming from here.
Aye,
Even Ross County, when they had a group were in a corner. The Staggy Army.
aye. Did they still, are they ultras still around? I honestly have no idea.
No. But you look at that and you go, what the fuck? Every group joins
Aye.
the corner and you're like, why?
I mean, I feel like it works in some stadiums, like for the North Bank. I feel like that corner W7 has history behind it, and that's why it works.
But I'd still see him go behind. I know it's a family stand, but I still think they'd look good in that one.
They definitely could, but I feel like they won't just because the whole W7 stuff.
You put safe standing in that behind the goals. But then let Josh and the boys run that. They're sorted.
Could you imagine like us at London at one side, the North Bank at one side, and like an old firm team at the other, both creating atmosphere,
That's what I mean. Behind the
and then
goals
you've
is when
just
you
got
really
me in
do
the
it.
middle.
UVL.
I sit right behind the machine.
Some of your photos you've
Anybody that
sent
does
me
the
are
decisions, I'm
amazing.
doing it now. Oh,
Some of the photos you've sent me over the years have been hilarious. But yeah, I'm
be
kind of
honest.
guessing that our next top three is kind of the same. Sort of apart from one
Very
and two.
much, but aye, Barley 1 and 2, but we'll talk about that. Third place Hearts it
Hearts.
is very self-explanatory.
Yeah, Hearts are just unbelievable now. It's great to see. I don't think Gordon's going to start much this season. I think we've done a good pal Xander, and he deserves it. All the hard work Xander's done, especially I felt bad for him at the Euros. I believe that last game he should have started.
Xander gets too much hate. He's Scotland's best goalkeeper, and I say that with confidence. He is Scotland's best
Not just
goalkeeper
because
by
he's a wee dog
miles.
favourite, but
No,
he is a
honestly,
special man.
that taking we talk about it, he is my favourite goalkeeper in Scotland outside of Ellery Balcom now because he's now just someone goalkeeper, of
Shut up.
course.
Benji Siegrist all the way,
Um,
bro. Benji Siegrist. I kind of need to say
but
that,
no,
man.
this quality that Hearts have added, they have added Jan Danda to the team. No doubt Ross County's best player for years. They have added Blair Spittle, who then robbed off us single handedly. So thank you very much.
Higgins, people
But
like
no,
young
they have
Alan
added some
Forrest, who
quality.
I think Alan's a great player. He's like his brother.
Aye, and then you've also got Shankland up top, who I believe will stay for this season,
Robbo, we've
and then
still
he'll
got
leave next year.
6 weeks, mate. We've still got 6 weeks.
Oh, I know, but I just think he will stay, and if he does,
I think if
that
we've got a
Hearts team
transfer
is
deadline day, he's one to watch. Can you imagine
aye,
Celtic done it
maybe.
again? Shankland on route to Ibrox and phone up to give him a better deal just to be a dick like he done with Scott Allen. You could see it, couldn't you?
Aye,
They done it
but
with Scott
no,
Allen in transfer deadline day. The boy was on the M8. He was literally just about to come off at Cummins. Celtic phoned his agent, we'll give you 2 million extra a year. And then you turned him into Celtic Park. But yeah,
but
Hart,
no,
it's
if Hearts can
self-explanatory,
keep
mate.
that,
Hart will finish third.
aye, aye, everything's good. Now, how do we even go about starting this then?
I've got Rangers. They're
Aye,
not.
and I'll get Celtic.
The reason I've got Rangers is this bald-headed yogurt launcher of Philip Come on is not what Rangers need. It's not his style. Yeah, right there, Robbie. Yeah, right there.
Oh man, I'm fine. I'm alright.
Um, I just don't think Clonmel looks the man for Rangers, and this isn't me being a Celtic fan. This is me being a football fan. He's not. He's not Rangers standard. He's freaking Aberdeen standard if anything. Come on. He will not last to December. I'm telling you this now.
Explain to me how you don't think Clement should understand.
I just. Did you watch the last couple of Old Firm games? Take Harvey out
Yes,
of the equation. What
why?
makes the game
Why?
at Celtic work?
No, but you can't just take an
No,
old
because
firm at
did
the
you hear me
equation.
there? Did you hear his interview at the end?
No, but I
He
don't
was.
care
He
about
was
his interview. I'm talking about
right.
on the pitch. You
Celtic.
cannot take a cup final
Celtic were
out
all
the
over them.
equation.
Celtic were all over them. Celtic
Yeah,
deserved to win
but
that final.
again,
Look how
Clement
he makes
needs
the wrong
time.
subs. He makes the wrong. See, do you know what? This is what Rangers' new slogan should be. Managers need time because you know what? They don't get fucking time. They don't.
Clement is
Clement
still
didn't get it.
working,
Gio
and
didn't get it. I could go back to freaking Warburton. Big bread man. None of them get time because the Rangers board don't give them time. That's why I don't think he'll see December. Because they won't get
right,
time.
hang on, let me see my phone. Can you still hear me?
Aye, we can still hear you.
Why can I not hear you anymore? Yep, I love this god.
Well done.
Robbo.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go. Right. Rangers board don't get
Right,
time.
come on.
If Rangers
So I'm
get into Europe, wait there. Rangers get to Europe again. Get into Champions League. They get a Bayern Munich, a PSG. They then get a Liverpool, a Chelsea. Well, no, they can't get Chelsea. Liverpool, or you get them coming for here, like a top 4 team, an Arsenal. They then get a team in pot 3 where it's an Ajax, a Feyenoord, a PSV. That Rangers team's going to struggle again. That Rangers team is not same as Celtic, but we are not Champions League quality. We're not. Neither of us are. Celtic are only Champions League quality because people like Matt O'Reilly, Rio Tati, Hugo. That's it. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Dynamite Ada, James Forrest, Palmer, Calmac will take it to the equation. Carter Vickers, they can perform really well when they want to. They can, but they're not Champions League quality. Rangers got to the Champions League this year. They're fucked. I'm sorry, they are. You think Big Cyril Dessers going to go one-on-one with fucking Big Kim Jong-un for fucking Bayern Munich?
No, right, but can I tell you my point why I have Celtic second and Rangers first?
Go.
Right, Clement last season was still working on that team. Majority built of Giovanni Van Bronckhorst and Michael Beale players. Right, and now that is no excuse.
Forgot about
The
Beale.
subs, yeah, right. The subs Clement should be making could be better. Yes, of course they could. He was bringing Scott Wright on the cup final when they really needed a game changer, and they also took Todd Cantwell off. Weirdest substitution ever. Now Clement doesn't seem to like Cantwell, from what I understand, is the reason he has been heavily linked with a move. I think
Big
Rangers
TikTok
fans
song.
that this is the season for Clement, right? Clement has made 6 signings so far. Yes, we are not allowed to judge those players yet, bar Connor Barron, because we know how good he can be at Aberdeen. No matter how salty you want to be as a Celtic fan, you cannot say that Connor Barron does not bring quality at Rangers, because he does. We cannot judge the likes of Jeffy. They brought in a Brazilian, I think it's a forward somewhere. We cannot judge these 6 or 5 players if you take away Barron. We can't judge these players until we watch them play. Now, this is the big season for Clement. Clement, these signings need to be right. They have signed a big beast, a French centre-back for AC Milan's reserve team. That's another signing.
We had Diego Lixol who played for AC Milan and done absolutely hee-haw.
Yeah, but he's coming over to Scotland. It's a different game. We don't know how he's going to be yet. That's what I'm saying. You cannot judge these players until they play in Scotland. It's a completely different game. Now, like them signing Liam Kelly, obviously he's going to be a backup because Butland is no doubt first name on the team sheet. Clement still needs to clear players, and he's made that perfectly clear that the board do not have any more money for them. I don't know where the money's going to sign more players, but they have 6 signings, and this is why I think they'll win the league. I think they will get rid of Tavernier, and I think they'll get rid of Goldson very, very soon.
Tavernier, Goldson, yes.
I think they'll get rid of both. I think both of them will go.
I'll tell you this now, Tav's contract ends up next year. That's why he won't go. They'll let him see his contract out.
I don't think they will.
The reason
I
why I'm saying this is they're going to let him say goodbye to Rangers. That's why I'm saying he'll stay to the end of his contract.
I don't think so. I think Gerrard will put an offer in for both of them, and I think they'll both go out to Gerrard's team in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, I thought fucking Gerrard at these days. Didn't even realise he was Saudi.
Aye, he's in Al
Oh, he's at
Ittihad.
El Hafiki.
Aye, he's out there. I think he'll get both of them. I think no more than 10 million for both of them. I don't think they're worth it anymore, in my opinion.
8.
And a lot of Rangers, a lot of Rangers fans have agreed. I seen a Rangers fan saying they take 3 million for the pair of them, so that
To be
just
fair,
shows
if
you how
Tav's
much.
his last year's contract, then you're not really going to get much for Tav.
Aye. I mean, Rangers fans saying they take 3 million for them, both of them, is saying it all. I still think Clement will add 4, maybe 5 bodies to the team. I think they'll sell a few more players. I think they'll bring a few more in. And I can really see this team gelling together, and that's why I've put Rangers at top. I think these players will show real intent. I feel like, unlike last season, the team just sort of played Celtic and didn't show any fight and dropped stupid points. I think this team will show fight. It is some fresh bodies in the squad. Now, I could be completely wrong and Celtic can whitewash this league, and I will get on to Celtic in a minute, but I just think Rangers have the intent this season to go out and win the league. That's why I think they'll do it.
Right, so the reason why I've got Rangers second is, again, like you said, they made these signings, but there's also players that are also still there. And it's like, we see this every year with Rangers, they bring all these new players in, they do it every year. Gio did it last year, we had about 6 or 7 different bodies, they didn't click. There's no point bringing 8, 9, 10 bodies in for a squad, and then you having to resort back to the players you know are going to work well together. It doesn't ever work. And they've just wasted their budget on 5 or 6 players. Again, apart from Conor Barron, no, we don't know. We don't know any of these boys. We don't.
That is the risk that you have to take.
Yes, but give me 2 seconds. Ignore the hair. The hair's a bit long. It needs cut. Fuck off, Robbie. What was I saying there? Lost my train of thought now. Aye, Rangers. I think they'll start the season off as the way they always do. Who have they got first game of the season?
Rangers' first game of the season play Hearts away at Tynecastle.
Right, that's a tough game for Rangers.
Very tough.
Especially first game of the season. Look what happened last year, first game of the season. Played Kelly. It's funny how a year ago, first game of the season, I would have been watching it abroad.
I watched to see the Kelly game. I watched that with Lewis, and let's just say there was golf clubs involved.
Oh my god. But anyway, I just think if they give him, what's the longest we've seen a Rangers manager last? 18 months.
Aye.
That. It's not a good track record for Rangers. Now this year Celtic can equal Rangers on 55. Right? Celtic win the league this year, they get 55. But they also can take over Rangers with the most domestic trophies. Or they took over this year, I'm sure. We winning the Scottish Cup. They're now the most successful club in the world when it comes to domestic trophies. Rangers still have more league titles. So it's a big year this year for both clubs. Celtic can equal 55. Now, could you imagine that? Celtic equal 55. And how good next season's going to be then?
Aye, what did Rangers do with that song when they sang they're the best team in the world? They just not get rid of it. The Celtic start singing it?
No, man, they've got their own version.
Aye, but I mean these.
Nah, could be no cringy.
Right, fair enough. Right, but see, the thing is, right, I'm going to say right now, you're not one of these fans. There are Celtic fans writing off Rangers already. Now, what I will say is, there's also Rangers fans doing the same to Celtic. We cannot write off Rangers yet. It is far too early.
What
We
you
have
need to
not.
remember is they're going to be playing at Hampden as well. For
Aye, that'll
again, the first 6 months of the season.
That'll play a factor, of course. But
It
again,
could also
we
help
cannot.
them for the fucking semi-finals and shit.
Could they? But again, I'm not saying you're doing it. I am saying I have seen Celtic fans and I have
I'm
seen
not
Rangers
writing
fans.
Rangers off. I think it'll be a very close one this year. I said this year last year. I thought it'd be a very close league, and I was completely right.
Aye. And I just think that was a close league, a close-ish league anyway until the end, where it is a team built of players who looked like they did not want it. They showed absolutely barely any fight in these games. It's like they almost go to the finals and just went, oh, we'll just let the heads drop. Clement is building a team worth of risks, and it's risks he has to make. And these players need to come in, and Clement will know fine well. He needs to get them fired up, and he needs to get them playing a certain way, because he cannot turn to the bench and look at former players that have done it in the past, because they also don't look like they want it anymore.
Got right.
Aye, Scott Wright at Hampden. I mean, it just booked 20 goals this season for him already. If he's playing 6 months at Hampden,
Can we both
Jesus.
agree, but the Bernardo Ida goal at the very end of that cup final, beautiful bit of play.
Aye, really, really good bit of play.
Unlucky to Jack Butland, really unlucky to Jack Butland. What a save he made with Bernardo's goal, but Ida being there, just right player, right time.
Did you see his mistake against Ajax?
No, I've not, because I have a life and don't watch Rangers.
No, but it was all your Twitter. Oh no, honestly, you need to find this
Right,
Butler
I just
mistake.
Twitter back.
Aye, you need to find this Butler mistake.
Will you
It is
But then again, there you
atrocious.
go. If he's making saves like that, what's he going to do against big, actual, proper, like, you get me?
No, I'm sorry. Every goalie has that type of mistake in them. If you watch the clip, you'll know what's happened.
Right.
But this season, the goalkeepers are going to play a huge factor. Butland versus Schmeichel. Like, what a competition that is.
Man, you be Leicester all over again. Sorry, Crystal Palace be Leicester all over again.
Aye, but these are two goalkeepers that are very well experienced and they know what they're going to be up against. They can both keep their teams in the game at crucial moments. We all know what it's like when you'll be playing a team, you're 1-0 up. You'll be playing like Hibs at home or something, and they'll come forward, you're 1-0 up, and your goalie will make a brilliant save to keep them in the game. I feel like in the old firm games, that's when the goalkeeper's going to be most crucial. You need both your goalkeepers to have a good game, especially with Kyogo running at Butland, and I don't even want to say Dessers because Dessers is rotten at football. I'd like to think Rangers might try and get Abdallah Sima back. I don't think they will. Brighton might ask for a bit too much. But whoever Rangers end up having up front, him running at Schmeichel will also be a big competition, and both keepers need to produce a lot of saves. I feel like the midfield battle will be at as well. So this season is really big, but I don't know. I just get that funny feeling Rangers are going to edge it.
I don't know. Again, it can go either way, and I've said this before. Said this last season. I'll never judge a season off a transfer window. I'll never judge a season off potentials or what ifs. But I've actually to be tired. I woke up at 7 o'clock this afternoon. I've only been awake 2.5 hours.
And you're tired.
I think it's because my brain's still waking up, to be fair. I think the one thing that might let Rangers down this year is because they're playing at Hampden.
I could play an advantage, but the pitch is relatively bigger.
Pitch might be bigger, but the pitch is always, I admit, and I hate admitting it, Ibrox is one of the best kept pitches in Scotland.
100% aye.
Hampden's
but again, with the pitch being bigger though, that can play into Rangers' hands. See when you're playing a team at home like Motherwell who are going to sit behind the ball, just feed it out of your wide areas, feed it out of your two wings and get it into the box.
But again, the atmosphere at Ibrox, have you ever been at Ibrox?
Yeah, I went to Ibrox and I watched us lose 4-0. Aye. I have been to Ibrox, aye.
Well, you know how close you're in, man. Like, I just feel like at Hampden you're not like that.
We could have so easily got attacked when me and my pals went to Ibrox.
Oh, Ibrox is horrible for away fans. I hate it.
Right,
It's
down the sides
of the world. It's the worst thing
you
in the
obviously
world.
obviously the pitch is looking down this way. You're in here. There's no security guards down these stairs. There's just Rangers fans at either side of you.
There's a barrier and that's it.
Aye, there's Rangers fans up there now.
It's horrible. It's one thing I believe Rangers need to fix with the put up. Because none of the Union Bears have moved from BF1 to over to Copeland, so now the other end of the stadium made the goals. I'd see that with there, where the BF was. I'd be putting away fans there. But then you've still got about the top tier. That's it.
I mean,
unsafe.
I've always said I'll do both Old Firm stadiums twice. I've already done Ibrox, and I'll go and do Celtic Park at some point, and that'll be. I'm not necessarily saying I'm ever going to get hurt at one of these stadiums, but you can't doubt it's a real possibility.
You have more chance of getting hurt at Ibrox when you do Celtic Park. Let's be honest. You've seen it.
Oh, aye, but again, it is a risk in both stadiums, no doubt about that.
It's a risk at every stadium, but look at
Aye.
Aberdeen. They've took away the Metal barrier.
Aye, I mean,
That's the
it is
worst thing you could have
ultimately.
done.
It is, aye, but I feel like, I don't know, I just, like, when you leave Ibrox, you literally turn, and it is a sea of blue. That is
At
all
least
it
at
is.
Celtic Park, you get kept behind. You're safe. Most Celtic fans really don't give a fuck. Rangers fans they wait like they do, especially because of people like the North Bank youth.
Aye. That's what, our fans were fighting with each other the last time we went to Ibrox. Or that time I went. They were legitimately fighting with each other.
That's embarrassing. But anyway, so you've got Rangers first and second. I've got Celtic first and second. Scottish League Cup, who's winning it?
Oh, is that the one later on, or is that the Viaplay Cup that are currently the group
Viaplay.
stage will be? Okay. I think Viaplay Cup will be won by Celtic. I think Celtic will take the first trophy this season.
I said Celtic take the well. I said it's going to be the League Cup this year. Rodgers has to fucking redeem himself for last season. He has to take that Viaplay Cup. League again. Went different ways. So you're going Rangers double Celtic one.
No,
No, oh, who's winning the Scottish Cup then?
no, I'm going Hearts to win the Scottish Cup this year. I
Oh,
think I think one of the non-old firm teams will win it, and I think it'll be Hearts. The quality that they have, I think they will take a run at one of these cups, and I think they will win it.
I think if Hearts get lucky and don't draw Celtic in the cup, as they
Aye,
have done the last couple of years, then I agreed. But if they draw Celtic, that's their downfall. See when they draw Celtic, that's the
aye.
downfall.
I just see Hearts doing it this year, and I hope one of the non-old firm teams do it. Not in a bad way at all. I just love it when I see one of the non-old firm teams win a trophy. Especially if it was us, I don't think we'll even get to Hampden this season. I say it every year. Every year I come on here and go, we will get a trip to Hampden this season, and it doesn't happen. Although
Robbie,
if we did
think.
play Rangers,
Listen, you'll get your trip to Hampden.
just to watch us well now.
How do you feel that your first trip to Hampden is not even a cup game or a cup final to go and see Rugby Rangers
I'm
play
just
a league
lucky
game?
I've managed to go to Hampden to watch Scotland. That's oh, you know how glad I'm all we never got any content of the Euros.
Can I say this by the way? I thought this earlier on. I would rather go out the way we did in a group stage than be English. Because that's two Euro finals they've got to and they've lost in like a pure shitty way, and it's just hilarious.
Aye, but the way we went up entirely pissed me off.
Agreed, but that wasn't to do with us and it wasn't to do with the other team, it was to do with the ref.
Aye, but we had every
That
right to
that
be
that,
under.
that is a content for another day.
Aye,
Because we have been going at this
I'm
for an
still
hour and
raging.
10 minutes now.
Can you tell I'm still raging after that game?
We're all still raging, but you know what? It's just funny the English lost in the 87th minute.
Aye, get it up them. Get it up them.
Especially when you're
Actually,
sat, you're working with a bunch of English.
aye, a special fuck you to Kane. Get it right up you. Sitting on the call acting like he wasn't bothered after that. I knew you were heartbroken. I knew it.
That boy's his backwards is fucking Grado. Anyway, have anyone ever told you like Grado's love child? But you want to take it, Robbie?
I do have a question before we go, and I don't believe you've answered it in this podcast. I do believe I know the answer. I need to ask it anyway because I've asked everybody it. Do you believe?
You know I do.
What?
You know I believe.
I just had to make sure.
If you
um,
know, you know.
of course. But we are back, I suppose it's fair to say. Are we
Yep,
back?
we're back. And we're exclusive on YouTube.
Yes. They've definitely not paid us, but I just need to get that out there right now. We have not been paid. It's an
Oh,
inside joke.
right, right. Right,
No,
okay.
aye. Content should be back to normal. I don't know what the next video will be. I don't know who will be with.
Home and away kit reviews.
Oh, away kit rankings and home kit. Oh, I've already done my home kit.
I
Yeah.
know, but I haven't.
Yes. Right, that should be the next video. I don't know when it's going to be out yet. Robbo's quite busy with work, so we will just upload
When we can.
when we can.
Well,
Aye.
every Monday and Tuesday I'm off now, so we can kind of arrange it around that.
Aye, right, that's fine. I mean, just keep an eye out for it. I'm sure we'll have it posted on social medias. We're trying to give Robbo the access back to Twitter. It's not got on the plan yet. I'm sure we'll get it at some point.
And just to confirm, because people have asked me, We Talk is still sponsored by Z Game, and you can still use our code for 10% off. So use code We Talk on Z Game for 10% off.
I don't think there's anything else we need to plug, is there? Anything else we need to say? Anything you want to say?
Mac Attack, Beetle Paul, first Old Firm game, are giving you plenty of notice. I'm just saying.
More than candy. That's what I need to say. More than candy. He's
We
ready
will
to
be going back to
St.
St. Rock's this season. I have already been in contact with him. I'm more than happy to have his back to do more content. We're going to get a proper vlog done this time. Because
Undoubt.
somebody
Ma-
smashed the phone up.
No, we still. Did we not get it? Did we not get it?
But my mind half like after they like we started like you think we never got to do a chat with anyone because the phone was smashed. We made a pal through that game.
Aye, we did. Aye, big Sandy.
The wee keeper somehow. So look for that. Sandy will be coming on for a chat.
That should be good. But I honestly, it's St. Rock's best stadium I've ever been to. Honestly, it is not obviously the most. It's not the biggest, and I've been to the likes of Old Trafford and
after the fans.
Aye, we've looked after. It has got a bit of history behind it.
The
even
board came out and spoke to us all. The manager spoke to us.
Even into the walkout song, it was all brilliant. It was a brilliant day.
I
get myself.
I love it.
I love the Wakes. I've still yet to see the Wakes live. I need to see the Wakes live.
Yeah, we've not discussed that gig. Actually, while we're doing the whole predictions of the kits, I will add in St. Rock's home and away kit for you to see.
Alright, I've not even seen it yet, so that should be interesting.
I'll send them over, they're nice.
But enough blabbering on. I've been Robbie, that has been Robbo. We are officially back. Check out Z Game, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.